Hi you guys, thanks for coming to my channel. This is my first video on Trinika Creates, and today I'm going to show you how to make these wood ornaments. These are hand painted ornaments. I'll show you how I did it. Stay tuned. Okay, so I bought these ornaments. Let's see if you see the name. These unfinished wood ornaments on clearance at Walmart, and there's five of them in a pack, and they're really thick. If you can see that on camera, they're really thick. So what I'm going to do is, I got 2 packs. I'm going to go back and see if I can find some more. What I'm going to do is paint them, and then they're going to be the theme. This, like the bulb, colorful bulb design will be the theme for my Christmas decorations next year. So I'm going to start working on it now and then put them away for next year. Okay, you guys, so what I'm going to do is grab some paints off of my little paint shelf here and find some paints that match the stockings that I showed you, and some more just vibrant fun colors that I can use to paint my bulb ornaments. Okay, you guys, so I found these like little colorful stockings at Walmart, and I got them for like 90% off. I paid like 19 cents, maybe 69 cents for them. So what I'm going to do is kind of base the color of my bulb ornaments off of these colors. I'm going to do a real colorful theme for Christmas next year, but I'm also going to throw in like orange, yellow, red as well. I only need 3 stockings on my fireplace mantle, so these are the ones that I'm going to use, but I'll incorporate the other colors in the rest of my decorations for next Christmas. So what I'm going to do is grab those paints to match these the stockings that I have. So as you can see, the wooden ornaments come with twine string. They're strung up on twine string. So before I start to paint them, I am going to remove all of the twine so that I can get a clean, fresh look on them when I do apply the paint, and then I'll just reattach the string to them. So I'll do that right now. The colors that I'm going to use to paint the bulbs, I'm going to use some acrylic paint. It's the Apple Barrel brand. I'm going to use the Royal Violet, the Green New Shamrock, Bright Yellow. This is a Spiced Carrot, so it's that orange color, and then turquoise. So I have one color for each of the bulbs, and I have 2 packs, so I'm going to do each color twice. So I'm just going to start off by just pouring some paint onto one of the bulbs and start from there, and just work my way through all of them. So what I did is picked up the ornament, and I'm just painting on the back of it, because like if it hangs from the tree or wherever I decide to hang the ornaments, you'll be able to see the back side of it, and I don't want that to look like this unfinished wood. I want it to look like a purple bulb all around. So what I'm going to do is just take that excess paint from the front of the ornament and apply it to the back. And I'm not really worried about the back too much right now, so it's absorbing pretty fast, if you can see that. I'm going to just put it back down so that the front part can dry, and I'll apply a full even coat once I'm done with the front. If you all want, I'll show you a video of how I created my paint shelf that I showed earlier. Those are actually old clock frames that I used, and I just put some pieces of pressed board inside of them to make shelves, and then I measured enough so that I could I could fit some small acrylic bottles on it, and then I just used a piece of ribbon to loop around it and give so that way I could hang it up on the wall. And I've had this for about 2 years now, and I like it because with having so many of these little bottles, they seem to be all over the place. But by hanging them up on the wall, I get it out of the way and it looks kind of decorative. But then that way I can also easily see what colors I need, because they're always on display for me when I'm crafting, rather than going through like a bucket or a bin or a drawer and looking for the color paint that I need. They're always there. So I finished with the purple one. I'm going to go ahead and start on orange. Yeah, this is kind of old paint. So I'm going to work with it and then show you what that one looks like. If you guys see these in the store anywhere, you should really pick them up, because they're really thick and it's not a flimsy piece of wood. I usually buy a lot of craft stuff like this from either the Dollar Tree or Michael's when I see them on clearance, but you really can't beat 90% off on something that you can personalize yourself. And I really am big on personalizing my Christmas decor, even my home decor. I like things that I can repurpose and create something new out of something that probably was going to end up in the trash. So to only have to pay a few pennies for this to get a really cool personalized effect. Look how good that looks. Like the orange and the purple contrast. So I'll let that dry and I'll do the next color. So now I'm going to do the turquoise, and really like aqua turquoise. These are kind of like my favorite colors, especially with orange. Like, look at that. That's going to be so cute together. Look at that coverage. I don't think I'm not even going to need a second coat. This acrylic paint is giving me great coverage. I don't need a second coat. I just need to wait for them to dry to add the accent. So this is going to be even quicker than I thought. Really like the way that's coming out. But already, can you see how that's going to be like just so fun and festive on a Christmas tree? And I always do a live tree in my house. And so, and I get the biggest one that will fit like all the way up to my ceiling. I have like 9, 10 feet ceiling. So I get the biggest one. And so these big wooden ornaments hanging on the tree, they're going to pop. Like as soon as you come in the house and you see the tree, these are going to pop on my big Douglas fir tree. So I'm really excited about pulling these ornaments out at the end of the year and putting them on my Christmas tree, because I know since I'm making these now in January, I'm going to forget all about them come December until I pull out my ornament bin. And you guys, leave a comment down below. Do you all organize your Christmas decor for the upcoming year? What I tend to do is I have bins for each theme that I want to do. So let's say if I'm doing gold and white, for this year, I will put all the ornaments and decor that I plan on using. So not just on the tree, but all around the house. If I plan on using that decor, I put it in a bin and then I label it for the year. And sometimes I plan 2-3 years in advance. So you see that color? As I start to gather more decorations, I put them all in one of the like a plastic tote, and I put them in my basement. And so then it's already labeled for the year. So when I asked my son to go down to the basement, do y'all see that? When I asked my son to go down to the basement to get the the Christmas bin, he can just look for the year and pull the bin, and everything I need for that year is ready to go. I'm going to clean off my paintbrush and then apply my next color. Okay, so next I'm going to do the yellow, and I don't know if I've ever used this one, so I'm going to shake it up really good before I start. Oh yeah, I think this one might be new because it's not oozing out like the others did. That's a really, see that bright yellow? See, are you starting to see like how festive these colors are going to look on the tree? This year I did red, black, and white with silver. And I normally try to stay away from just the traditional green and red Christmas colors, or even the red, black, and white. But this is my first year doing it, and you guys, it looks so good in my house. So I know that these popping colors are going to be real fun to do. So you see I have a lot of excess paint here. I'm just going to turn it over and then apply it to the back. Just do it like that. I do like this yellow. That way I don't have to wait for one side to dry in order to start on the other one. I don't think it's going to make that big of a deal on the tree either. So do you all personalize your Christmas decor, or are you more traditional, same color, same decorations every year? Even if I don't do a new theme, if I'm repurposing a theme that I've already created, I never do the same theme 2 years in a row. And I guess it's just my personality. I want something fresh and fun. And usually, because I'm buying things after Christmas, I find new stuff that I can add to any theme that I have, or create some new colors and themes that I can play with and add on to what I already have. The yellow might need a second coat. You guys can see like that smudge there. I think the wood is stained or something. I don't want that to show through. So I think for the yellow one, I am going to apply a second coat after this dries. So that's what that's looking like. The last color that I need to do is green. And I'm wondering if I should do green or red. I don't have a lot of green decorations. I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with the green because that'll be a different color for me. So I'll show you all what that looks like. Okay, so now we're going to do green. It really doesn't take a lot of paint to cover these. You guys see, I didn't put a lot, and I bet you there's going to be a lot of excess on this one. Yeah, you see it's getting full coverage really easily. Again, that's what I love about acrylic paint. And these bottles are like no more than about 50 cents a piece. I may have gotten them for like 32 cents at Walmart. For something like this, I don't think I need the most expensive brand. This is just crafting. It's still going to look like very much store-bought and like a good quality, but I don't have to pay a lot of money for that. So I'm just going to pick up that excess paint like I've been doing and just apply it to the back. And I think the point of these is to still be able to tell, like, this is not plastic, this is not a cheap material, it's a sturdy wood ornament. It's hefty in weight, so I don't want it to look plastic. I don't want it to look cheap. I want it to have that like quality store-bought look, even though I'm making these myself. Can y'all see that? Finish look. You see that I got a speck of the turquoise paint on my orange bulb. I'm going to wait for that to dry and try to kind of like flick it off with my fingernail before I go over the orange ornament again so that I can cover that up. But can you all see the wood grain? So you can still tell that this is a wood ornament. I'm not going to worry about the size. I kind of like the dark detailing and imperfections because I think the imperfections is what allows you to know, like, okay, that's wood. You all see that? And I'm going to clean up that yellow, the smudge on the yellow one. Hopefully it'll come out with another coat. It's still drying. And then the green one. So you guys can still see, right, where the markings are that indicates the reflections from the light to make them look three-dimensional. So what I'm going to do is go in with some paint and kind of paint over those to make them more pronounced. So there's going to be some silver paint that I put on those. I think the accent metal that I'm going to do with my festive colors will be silver instead of gold. So I'm going to go in with silver paint and go over those accents. Okay, so I'm going to use this Folk Art metallic gunmetal gray acrylic paint here to go over the metal accents and then the reflective light. So I'm going to paint over each of these and then show you all what that looks like. Now that I've painted the tops of the bulbs with the metallic paint, I'm going to finish up with the accents and show you all what that looks like. So what I'm doing now is just touching up some of the places where I see the metallic paint is a little uneven so that it can dry completely. Then what I'll do is apply the twine string back to the bulbs and show you what it looks like finished. Okay, you guys, so this is what my finished bulbs look like. You can see you kind of get a three-dimensional effect in the light. The metallic paint really does pop off of the bulbs and give them that shimmer. And I just really like these. I think they're really fun. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.